Wahalathanthri, and I'm here with my 25th question set from the DBMS question series. So in this video, we are going to answer the questions regarding the database we created in our 16th question set. So we created a database called Exam Marks DB. So now we are going to answer the questions regarding that database we created. So we are going to answer these questions using queries like insert queries, update queries, delete queries, search queries, and join queries and subqueries. So I'm going to type these queries in our HiDSQL software. So let's see what are the questions we have to answer regarding this question set. So our first question is, find the average obtained in the first term mathematics subject. So now we have to find the average marks obtained in the first term mathematics subject. So let's move on to our HiDSQL software. So this is my exam marks DB database, and these are the data I have added to the tables such as class, exam term, student, exam marks record, and subject. Let's begin to type our query. So I'll begin by giving select all from exam marks DB dot student exam mark record. So now I'll execute it. So now we need the average mark. So now we are going to talk about something new over here. We are going to use a new condition called average. So we use this to find something in an average position. So therefore I'll give the words or the letters ABG for it. So that's the short form for average. So we need the mark. So therefore I'll give student exam mark record dot marks. So we need the average mark from exam marks DB dot student exam mark record. Next we need to inner join our subject table. So I'll inner join our subject table. So it's foreign keyed in the student exam mark record table in the subject ID column. So this column is equal to the ID in the subject table. So likewise, I will inner join our exam term table as well. So this table is also foreign keyed to the student exam mark record table, and it's foreign keyed to the column exam term ID. So it's equal to the ID in the exam term table. Okay, so now we are done inner joining the tables we need. So now I'll begin to filter this by giving a where clause, and I'll give the subject name, subject.subject name as mathematics. Okay, and I'll give the exam term dot term name should be equals to first term. Okay, so this is our query. So let's execute it and see what the average mark is. So the average mark is 71.845. So this is the answer for our first question. So this is the way we can search the average mark from the student exam mark record table. So we use this condition ABG. Let's move on to our next question. Find the average obtained in the second term Sinhala subject. So I can use the same query. So I'll copy it, open a new query tab, and paste it. And I'll do some few changes. So our subject is Sinhala and the term is second term. So I'll change this to Sinhala, language, and literature. And the term is second term. Okay, so now our query is done. Let's execute it. So 87.8875 is the average mark for second term Sinhala language and literature subject. So that's the answer for the second term. Let's move on to our next question. Find the average mark obtained by Sachitra Wickramasinghe students in all subjects in the examination held on 2020 10th of the 7th month. So now I'll open a new query tab and begin to type this query. So I'll give select all from exam marks DB. So this is our database name, dot student exam mark records, and I'll execute it. So now we have to inner join some tables over here. So we need to inner join our student table first. So I'll inner join the student table because we need to find the student's name. So I'll inner join the student table and it's foreign keyed in the student exam mark record table student index number column. So it's equal to the index number in the student table. So likewise, I will inner join the subject table and the exam term table as well. So I will copy it from our previous query. Okay, so now I will filter it by giving a where clause. So first I will give the student's name. Student dot first name should be equal to Sachitra. And the student's last name is Vikramasinghe in all subjects in the examination held on this date. So I'll give the last name as well, and student dot last name is equal to Vikramasinghe. Okay, and next I'll give another AND condition and give the exam date. Exam term dot term date should be equal to 2020 July 10th. Okay, so now this is a query, but it's still not complete because we have to get the average mark. So I'll give AVG and inside brackets I'll give what we want. So we need the marks. So I'll give it inside these gravy essence and now I'll execute it. So 63.09 is the answer for our third question. So this is the query for that question. So this is the average mark scored by Sachitra Vikramasinghe on 2020 10th of July. Okay, so let's move on to our last question of this question set. Arrange the marks obtained by all the students of 11A in the first term in ascending order. Okay, so now they have told us to arrange the marks obtained by the students of the class 11A. So now we have to inner join the class as well. So we next have to inner join the term table and we have to arrange the marks of all the students in ascending order. So now I will open a new query tab and I'll begin by giving select all from exam marks DB dot the student exam mark record table. So I'll execute and keep it. Now I will inner join the tables we need. So I'll begin by inner joining the student table. So the student table is foreign keyed to the student exam mark record table in the student index number column. So this index number is equal to the index number in the student table. So in this method, I will inner join our class table and exam table and the subject table. So likewise, I have inner joined the table. So now let's begin to filter it by giving a where clause. So first I'll give the exam term. So I'll give exam term dot term name should be equal to first term. And next I'll give the class name. So the class should be 11A. So I'll take it from the class table. The class name should be equal to 11A. Okay, so now I will execute it. Okay, so this will become the output for this query. So now we only need the marks. So I'll take the marks Okay, so now we have to arrange them in the ascending order. So I'll give order by student exam mark record dot marks ASC. So that's for ascending order. So now I'll execute this. So now y'all can see that they have been arranged in the ascending order. So I can give this as select all as well. So then all the students' details will also load. Okay, so likewise, we can see the marks has also come from this side. So this is the answer for our last question. So if I show y'all the marks again, this is how it will be arranged in the ascending order. So this is the answer for the first question, and this is the answer for the second question, and this is the answer for the third, and this is for our last question. So I hope you understood what I explained. So thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. So I'll be back with a new video. So until then, have a nice day and bye.